trying this new season where we can add in more people and all the graphics
and sharing screens. That's a lot.
That's a lot for my brain. BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests here, Heather O'Neill. We've got Jay and Steve and Verla right here, and we're talking with the chat crew about some spicy hot games we played. Akropolis is one I have not tried, Steve, but I'm seeing a lot of buzz about it.
You should try it. It is a good, solid game. It is. I was telling you all in some chat here. The idea for me, the quick pitch on this is that's kind of like King Domino and Number 9 had a baby. It's tile laying.
I like the sound of that.
It's tile placement. And you're doing, in kind of King Domino style, you've got different colors that will score based on particular rules as you lay them out in your tableau. But the number 9 part is that you stack the tiles on top of each other. And on the first level, they're only worth 1 point a tile. On the second level, they're worth 2 points a tile. And if you can get it up to the third level, 3 points. So there's going to be a vertical climb that you've got here. But you don't get those points unless you also have something a la King Domino, where King Domino has the crowns in the corner. You have to play tiles that will have colors with stars on them that are your multipliers. So you need to have the visible multiplier and then the scoring of 5 different colors that will give you a 5 or 6 layer scoring. So the scoring will take some time at the end. But what you've got there is the looking down from above. That's the whole thing with scoring. Because if you have the looking down from above, the blue has to be next to other blues, but it can be a level higher. So you're looking down from above for all the blues to connect. You're looking down from above to see that the yellows don't touch other yellows. You're looking down from above to make sure that all the purples are enclosed and that the reds are on the edges. And there's theme to it, I suppose. Your reds are the military that have to guard your borders. It's really colors and edges.
Yeah.
It's a thematic puzzle. It's spatial, but a bit of a gateway filler brain burner. You have to work on this one. You're going to have to think about things and not screw yourself up.
Kind of a super
I've
filler?
played it now twice and screwed myself up each time.
Super filler.
Yeah, kind of a super filler. Yeah, Steve.
I like this. I love a spatial puzzle. I also, even though it's funny for how much I like funny and cute themes, I don't really care about theme. I will just play for points, and it's red versus blue or whatever. That's totally fine with me. So it's an
abstract. It's got enough theme to make the numbers make sense because the neighborhoods, the blues need to be connected. The parks are going to be worth something everywhere. The merchants, the yellows don't want to be near other merchants because that's competition. The military needs to be on the edges guarding your borders. So it's, I suppose, some rules that kind of make sense. But it's really an abstract puzzle. And you do need to pay attention to what other people are playing around the board. Because
I've heard
that's
the game
where I
goes,
screwed up.
I heard the game goes pretty quick. What's the end game condition?
The end game condition is you play all the tiles. Essentially, it scales from 2 to 4. And you'll have tiles that are 2+, 3+, and 4. And so some tiles are left out if you're playing a smaller game, and all the tiles are in if you're playing with full 4 players. The 2 that we've played so far is 2-player and 3-player, and it ended at about the same time each game. It was pretty well scaled, and it worked the same way each time. You ended up having the same feel of what you had built, but I built terribly and still want to play it again.
That is Akropolis.
The way you described it, scoring from above, looking down, makes me think of Reef, which nobody uses to play anymore, but I really like Reef. That too. Same thing.
Again, Reef would have different vertical layers, but again, you're looking down from above for the colors connected.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other little things in there where you can get stone to be able to buy better things, but you get that by covering up quarries. But it's not that big. That's not very rules heavy. But you do need to pay attention because if you don't, in a 2-player game, my son smoked me. And in a 3-player game, after I thought I knew what I was doing, Luke beat me by a little, but Kevin smoked both of us. So if you're not paying attention to what other people are building, you could be thinking, I've got a nice little city here, and you're dwarfed by somebody else.
You know what I like is they could have just gone with generic reds, purples, blues. I love all this little artwork. It's the way I want to play. I just like Heather said, I don't care that an abstract doesn't really have a theme. That's part of the fun of the game. But if it has thematic touches that just kind of make the artwork pop, Oh, I like that. And I like
it makes it intuitive. And this was the kind of thing that as soon as after we played it, I said, "Hey, Luke, do you think your wife will play this?" He said, "Yeah, I think so. Let's give this a shot." It's something that would be good for new gamers, but they should be prepared to think a little bit because they're going to have to puzzle.
I am digging it. And that is Akropolis.
Yep, you got it.
I've seen it around. So is it available now, or is it one of these?
I got it at PAX Unplugged last year.
Okay.
So I think it is available. I'm seeing it advertised on the dreaded Amazon for somewhere around $30. The colors do seem to pop nicely. We did have somebody in our group who is colorblind, and they didn't seem to have too much troubles with it because the colors, well, there could be some overlap with your greens and reds. They are different art on them, so you can get the idea.
Yeah, Bill makes that good point that if you have the right kind of art, it can help out with things like that. I don't know if you know Bill, Heather.
Oh yeah, I know Bill.
Okay.
Hi, Bill.
Sure. That is Akropolis. I like what I'm seeing. That's a good one. Thank you, Steve. That is a good one.
Yeah, I'm so too.
Oh yeah, Jay, this is the kind of game you want to play?
Man, I love spatial puzzles, and this is good.
The Kark Shark would want to lay some tiles.
Yeah.